you another little really basic getting started with creating your first AI image. And I'm having a look at playgroundai.com, which I haven't used before myself. I just had a quick look earlier on today. So what you need to do, basically, I think this one's probably really good for starters if you're just starting off, because it'll just get you into the swing of things. Um, you'll learn how to do prompts and you'll kind of see the results. So in a way, if you're starting up, it might be better than Midjourney because this one's free. I think you can I don't know how many. I think you can generate about 1,000 images or something on this one for free. And you can set it to private as well, which is really good. Because on Midjourney that costs a lot to do that. Right, so you sign up and you can excuse me, you can sign up with your Google account, or just sign up with your email or whatever, and then you'll get to this page here, and here you can have a look at what other people have done. Now, to have a look at their prompts, you just sort of hover over and you can see how other people have done their prompts. So you can even use that as a starting point. So that's quite a nice one. So then if you click on it, you can see exactly what they've done. And oh yeah, that's the other good thing with Playground. You've got a negative prompt, so you can remove things that you don't want. Although I found the two heads and the deformities, even though I had them in here that I didn't want them, I still got them. Mutilated hands, deformities, they're all basically, you're going to get those no matter what. Even with Midjourney cannot do hands even now. Even though everything else looks amazing with Midjourney, it still can't do hands. So hands are a problem with AI. If you get a good pair of hands, you've won the lottery, basically. So anyway, so this is what it looks like. So you can also, if you see someone whose art that you like, then you can follow them to see what else they've created. And if you scroll down, you can see other images in that style. I think one of the main differences with Playground AI and Midjourney is Playground is more illustrative in style, whereas with Midjourney you get a really good photographic style from them. That cat's quite nice, isn't it? I like that. It's got good eyes. So let's see what she's done to get that. Digital painting concept art trending on ArtStation. I'd be wary about using anything like that trending on ArtStation, or using the Greg Rutkowski style, because you don't really want to be using an artist's name if they're still alive and still in copyright. So I mean, by all means use descriptive styles, like you might want to say modern style, or pencil style, gouache style, psychedelic style, and you can use older artists like Gustav Klimt gets used a lot, Escher, things like that. So Rossetti, whatever. So, but definitely stay away from using modern artist style for a variety of reasons, which I'm sure you can imagine. And also the point is with this, AI is a tool. Just like when we all went computerized, having to do all our designs on the computer instead of by hand. We use it as a tool, so therefore we want to use it, we want to create our own style. That's the aim of it, isn't it? So to create our own style, but just using the AI as a tool. That one's quite funny, isn't it? Look at that. That's what's he used for style wise? Oh, he's also got these parameters. Mind you, I tried using a parameter and I got an error message, so that's interesting. So the colon number is a parameter that gives emphasis towards that thing that you want. So mind you, he's done panoramic 75, and that's not panoramic, is it? Intricate line, ornamental 80, cinematic, hyperrealism. It's not really hyperrealism either. Monodirectional light, possibly. Caustics, no idea what that is. What else has he done? Crystal core, don't know what that is either. Octane, again, I think that's another one to be wary of. We did, like in the beginning of Midjourney, we used Octane Render a lot because that gave us a realistic look, but I think that Octane Render is an actual product. So you don't really want to use that. I think that's probably why it's just put Octane and not Octane Render. So interesting. So, but you know, the key is basically just to play about with it. You will get boobage like this when you're scrolling through AI. That's just unfortunate, isn't it? The type of people that are drawing their disproportionate fantasies. Now that's lovely, isn't it? That wolf, that's almost photorealistic. Oh yes, analog style. Now I found that when I was looking earlier. But again, he's done Greg Rutkowski and Artgerm, which it's interesting that they've called it a credit. That's interesting. So at least it's getting credited, but I don't know, just veer away from it, basically. Just don't do it. You don't need to do it. You can just create your own style. Right, anyway, so there you go. You can look through and it'll give you all sorts of things. Oh no, she's not. She's like, that's like my kind of style, isn't it? That's like very similar to the sort of stuff that I do. Dark fantasy, highly detailed. So I think you might be able to copy these prompts. So you don't want to copy it completely because that's really annoying. Like if you've spent God knows how many months developing a style, you really don't want somebody else copying it like that. Again, I emphasize, create your own style, because I swear to God, in the future, that's where this is going. There's so much sameness out there at the moment with the AI, which is fine because people are just getting to grips with it and seeing what they can do with it. So that's, you know, that's understandable, and just playing around and copying things here and there just to develop your own style is fine. But copying out and outright copying, no, don't do it. Because if you think about it, there'll just be an ocean of things looking the same, and you want to stand out amongst all the same stuff, don't you? I mean, that's why I've spent flipping 6 months kind of developing the style that I've got on my Instagram, Mortal and Wild photo on Instagram, so check that out. I'm developing a particular style of an aesthetic that I absolutely love on there. and that's taken me a long time to get that. Mind you, I got it in Midjourney, and not on this. I've been trying to emulate it in Playground, and I haven't been able to do it because probably I'm kind of used to how Midjourney works, because that's what I've been using for all this time. So anyway, I'm waffling. So let's just copy the first bit, looking at the camera, sci-fi and futuristic. Let's just do that part of things, and then what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll change bits. So let's copy that. Right, now get started. So you click create. I just have a swig of coffee, excuse me. Right, so here we go. We're into the kind of like the dashboard. Now over here on the right hand side there's models. There's Stable Diffusion 1.5, Stable Diffusion 2 and DALL-E 2. I think DALL-E 2 is more of the cartoony. And what we'll do is we'll get a prompt and then we'll try each one to show you. So then we've got image dimensions. There's only one option there at the moment. I had more options earlier, and I don't know whether that's because I've using up my quota. Because I did get a kind of a warning message saying I had to downgrade my quality because I'm using the free version on here, just to show you. And then we've also got these filters that we can use. So in Stable Diffusion 2.1, Stable Diffusion, by the way, is the model that a lot of these AI things is built upon. And Stable Diffusion is the thing that's done all the training to create the styles. So that's only got 2 different filters that you can use. But if you go into Stable Diffusion 1, oh, there we look, we get more image dimensions with the 1.5. And that's telling you can buy a pro plan if you want more image dimensions. And then you scroll down. Sorry, hang on a second. Oh, I'm losing my voice. I'm not used to speaking. Then you've got the number of images that you want it to produce, and whether you want it private session, which I will do. So let's just paste in that prompt. So Colourpop style, I'll take that off for a start because we're going to do a filter for the style. So I don't know what that is. Oh, they haven't actually said what they want. So no, right. Okay, let's start from the beginning. If you want a portrait, I'd put that at the beginning. So portrait of, and then say what you want of. So let's say portrait of a stunning witch. That's quite a common one, isn't it? Or a stunning sorceress with like comma. And then I noticed that they had here, so let's take portrait out of there. They had glowing eyes. With glowing eyes. So let's do with glowing eyes. Symmetry, dark fantasy, highly detailed, shadowing. I'd put a comma after highly detailed. Close up of a, so we'd do that at the front. So close up portrait, close up portrait of a, and don't want cyborg human dragon queen. No, don't want that. Face looks like a dragon. No, not really. looking at the camera. Yep. Although you don't necessarily need that, I don't think. Sci-fi futuristic, and then oh gosh, what's that film? Oh blimey, what's that film? I can't think of the name of the film. I'm going to put silent movie, because the film that I'm thinking of is a silent movie and I can't think what it's called. What the hell is it called? You know the one I mean, the silent movie robot. Oh, oh my god, I've got such bad memory lately. Anyway, and then what you want removed from the image, so you don't want deformities, deformed hands, too many fingers, two heads. Earlier, not only was I getting two heads, I was getting three heads, and they were all like sprouting from the neck. So be warned, you can get all sorts of weirdness going on. Right, I'm just going to copy that in case it disappears. So if we click on the filter, so, and then let's just pick a style. So I like the analog. Let's do let's see what they've got first. Warm cinematic, that could be a nice one. Haze, black and white. No, let's try analog, because that gave me a nice kind of vintagey feel, which I quite liked. Right, so if we do 3 images at a time, and I've got we set the column for 3 images, then we'll get them 3 across the top, so we could look at them like that. Now then, your prompt guidance, after my play about earlier, I think the sweet spot is between 7 to 10. Otherwise it just goes really weird. And the quality and details, I can't go beyond 51 because I'm on the free one. So I've set the quality to the max that I can with the free plan. And then we'll just keep it at 512 pixels at the moment. But as you see here, you can do different ratios. Although, I don't know, should we do portrait ratio? No, let's just stick to the 512, because then that's good for Instagram and stuff like that as well. Right, so then you click generate. Wow, that's nice. That's a good start, isn't it? Oh, what do I do? I thought I had 3. There we go. I like that one. So to enlarge it and have a look at it, you click the double arrows here. You can also rate it, so if you like it, you can give it a smiley. And then they kind of like train, that helps to train the model. That I think is if you want to add anything to the prompt, then you can edit it as well. So you might, if it's got some anomaly, you can edit that out. You can do in painting, I think it's called. That's for downloading it, and that is to create variations of. So let's have a look at it to start with. Wow, she's a bit fetishy, isn't she? She's rather good. I like her. That's a good start. So let's have a look what happens if you create variations. So it's only given me one. I should have clicked. Oh, it's slightly different. Not that much different. I think I prefer the first one, really. So, but yeah, it's good that you can do variations. In Midjourney, we call them re-rolls. This one, she reminds me a bit of Linda Lusardi. Do you remember her? No, you don't. Before your time. Right, so anyway, so then we can regenerate it. Let's click 3 again on there so we get 3 images. Do we want to change anything about the prompt? Let's generate and see what else it gives us. Oh, it's just giving us another version of her. Am I still in? Do I need to quit that? Oh, we're on image to image. So oh, some of the images triggered a safety issue. Blimey, I'm not sure what that's all about. It's probably her collar. Right, now I don't know how to get out of this. Anyway, let's let's copy that again and go to Stable Diffusion 2. Paste the prompt again, so we'll do exactly the same prompt. 3 images, private session, and generate. It's taking a while, isn't it? What quality have I got? Oh, but blimey, that's different, isn't it? Oh, it's because the dimensions are a lot higher. It's taking a lot longer. Yikes, that is so different. Wow. Blimey. So let's do old timey for the filter and see what happens. So that we'll see that has added things to be removed. That's interesting. Right, so let's bump that up to 10 and see what happens. Oh my god. Yikes. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Stable Diffusion 2.1. Let's bring that back down to 6 and see what happens. Because I was trying earlier on to get something halfway decent, and I was just getting all these really weird anomalies from it, and I was just thinking, oh my god, I just don't like this at all. Cross eyes, 2 eyebrows. Well, she's all right. Oh, interesting. Anyway, I think you just need to play about with it. Let's put, we don't want crossed eyes in there. Bring that down to 5 and see what, give it another generation. She's not looking at the camera, is she? not unless it's on her nose. Wow, there's really interesting. Old timey's a bit interesting. So let's see what close-up portrait does. Not well, stunning maybe, but not the kind of stunning that we were aiming for, really, was it? God, it's taken a long time. Right, so you've got more of the fantasy with the close-up portrait. Laser eyes. Right, let's give Dali. Oh, that's an add-on, okay. So we won't do Dali. So let's go back to Stable Diffusion 1. Same prompt. Let's try a different. Let's try. What should we try? Delicate detail? No, let's try cinematic. Actually, we could put in intricate detail because that's a good prompt with Midjourney. You do get a lot of interesting stuff with that. Oh, mind you, we've got highly detailed, so let's leave it anyway. See, so remove goldfish pink and blurry. Interesting. What do we want removed? Let's see what it gives us first. So back down here, click it. You have to keep clicking this private session unless you're on the pro plan, and then it does it permanently. But it's a bonus that you've got it anyway. To be honest, I really wish I had it in Midjourney. So generate this. Oh, what have we got? Oh, actually, we don't want cropped subject, so we can put that in there for a start. Wow, that's different, isn't it? Cinematic. That one's quite interesting. Quite like that. So let's go nearer to our, let's go bump that back up to 7. So I was going to say this, image to image, you can draw a doodle of an image, or you can upload an image, and then it uses that as inspiration. So I'll do that for another session actually, because I haven't explored that on here myself yet. But let's do another generation. Now we've bumped that up to 7 and see what we get. See, up here, if we want to import an image to edit, we can also do that as well. So she's quite nice. Quite like that one. So yeah, I think I'm preferring Stable Diffusion 1.5 at the moment. I'm not too sold on 2.1 yet. Maybe it's new, so we'll give it some time. Right, well, I think we nailed it with the first generation, to be honest. I think this one here, she was the best. I think she's quite lovely. So how did we get her? Oh, that was analog. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a... What's the format for thumbnail size? Is that going to be... I think it might be that one. let's go back to, let's copy that just in case. Let's go back to, or should we try something else? Masterpiece. Oh, okay, let's go to masterpiece and change the aspect ratio and try that, because then what I'll do is if we get a good one, I'll use that for the thumbnail for the video. That was quick. That's quite interesting. Might use that one. Might use that one. Let's generate another one. Oh. No. No, 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 no. Let's go and up to 9 on there. Give it another go. So, close-up portrait of a stunning sorcerer. Was it the style I don't like? I think it might be the style. Let's change that to retrofuturism. Let's try that. So, oh yeah, okay, here we go. She's cool. I do like my retro, don't I? Well, you know, no surprise things. I run a vintage shop. Right, I think she might be the one I use for the thumbnail. Or she's kind of cool as well. Let's do another one. Let's bump that down to 9 and try another one. Whoa. I'll see how much of a big difference it makes. Just the one going from 10 to 1 has made such a massive difference. She's almost like a cat, isn't she? Go back up to 10 again and give it another generation and see if that goes even weirder. So yeah, what I was gonna say, yeah, you just need to basically just log in and have a play. Oh, they're nice, aren't they? Right, she's quite nice. Just thinking for a thumbnail image, we want space along the left here for some text, so I might do her. She's got too much stuff going on her face. But I quite like the first one again. I think we're doing well with just the first go on things. Seem to be doing quite well. Let's give it another go. You get hooked, I have to say. That's where my Midjourney addiction came in. Once you get started, you will get hooked. I might try close-up portrait with glowing eyes, symmetry, dark fat, highly detailed, looking at the camera. Space for text. Let's see what happens then. Space for, it might give me text though, that's the only thing. Or maybe if I do off-centered. Because sometimes if you put a word in, like if I did space for text, it might actually generate text and we don't want that. So let's see what happens if we do off-center. She's quite mad with her sort of Bitcoin laser eyes. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yep, 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 yep. We like this. Okay. So, yeah, she's quite nice, isn't she? I might use her for the although I don't like that text. See, yeah, no, look, it has got text running across her face, even though we didn't put text. Interesting. It obviously heard me. I laugh, but you never know. No, crazy. Oh no. Oh, okay, right. Okay, spoilt for choice. So I'm going to stop this here because I'm just waffling now. Right. So I shall download one of them and do a thumbnail, so you'll recognise it anyway when you see it. It'll be one of these, probably this one. So yeah, so sign up to it's playgroundai.com and then just have a play about.